Nvidia is a big deal. You know, the green logo? They make those powerful computer chips. Gamers love them. But it's not just games. Nvidia's chips are everywhere. They power artificial intelligence. Think self-driving cars and facial recognition. They're in data centers that run the internet. Nvidia is a giant in the tech world. But even giants feel the pain when trade wars break out. Nvidia was riding high. Their chips were in hot demand. Companies couldn't get enough. But then, the trade war escalated. The US government decided to restrict exports of certain chips to China. These restrictions hit Nvidia hard, right in their profit margins. The US government argued it was about national security. They didn't want China getting its hands on sensitive technology, but the trade war had real consequences for Nvidia and its investors. The financial impact was immediate. Nvidia's stock price took a nosedive. Investors get nervous when trade wars heat up. The uncertainty is bad for business, and Nvidia was now facing a lot of uncertainty. They had a big chunk of inventory they couldn't sell to China. Their H20 chip, a major source of revenue, was caught in the crossfire. To sell the H20 chip to China, Nvidia now needed a special license. This wasn't a quick process. It meant delays and lost sales. China was a huge market for Nvidia. Losing access to Chinese customers was a major blow. The trade war was creating a lose-lose situation. American companies were suffering, and the restrictions were only fueling tensions between the two superpowers. Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, knew he had to act fast. He flew to China for some emergency diplomacy. He met with government officials and industry leaders. His message was clear. These restrictions hurt everyone. He stressed Nvidia's long-standing relationship with China, and he warned about the unintended consequences of disrupting global supply chains. Meanwhile, Chinese companies were in a frenzy. They knew the restrictions could get even tighter. So they started stockpiling Nvidia's chips. Companies like Alibaba and Tencent placed massive orders. They were hoarding chips like they were going out of style. This stockpiling created a short-term surge in demand, but it was a band-aid on a bullet wound. The long-term outlook was still uncertain. Despite the trade war, there were a few glimmers of hope. Nvidia managed to ship a significant number of chips before the restrictions fully kicked in. And President Trump, in a surprise move, announced tariff reductions on certain Chinese goods. This eased some of the pressure on Nvidia. Their stock price got a small boost, but the future remained uncertain. The trade war was far from over. New restrictions could be imposed at any time. Nvidia was caught in a geopolitical tug-of-war. The company was trying to navigate these turbulent waters, but the trade war was a stark reminder. Even tech giants aren't immune to the whims of global politics.